Hey guys, Sophia here with Turquoise Toffee, and I'm back with another video. Today we're talking about the 2023 IFBB Pro League Klash Series Championships, Pro Bikini and Pro Masters Bikini results. I think you're going to recognize quite a few of the beautiful faces as well. There are a few pro debuts, so exciting. These were amazing competitions. I love looking at the Pro Bikini, so good. And I've got a few more recaps from the past couple weekends coming your way. I'm a little behind, but I'm catching up. So here we go. Now, in terms of Olympia, you guys know the same old story. The top three from last year's Olympia qualify. So there they are, circled at the top. And then it's the winner of each open contest who qualifies. So only our first place winner here at the Open Show, not the Masters. There is a Masters Olympia, but it's a different qualification system. So it's very exciting, very high stakes. Only that one lady gets to go. So let's begin with the Open Bikini. A pretty big class. Here's our top five. So in first place was Amy, second Brittany, third Kathy, fourth Carly, and fifth Emily. And if you take a look at the score, in prejudging, it was really close between Brittany and Amy, just 1 point separating them. But then at finals, it was unanimous for Amy. So she ended up coming in the lead in first place, but it could have gone either way. So kind of just tells you never know what's going to happen at these pro shows. So exciting. Okay, so here is Emily in fifth place. I think she just looks stunning. There's so much roundness and curves with her. You really notice the curves of her delts. You notice how much size she has in her shoulders and the lats. She's got beautiful curvy legs, a really nice curvy shape to her glute and her hamstring. I think she looks beautiful. I love the color of her suit. I think she's got a nice bold lip. She looks gorgeous. I do notice Emily poses quite differently than the other girls. She rotates her knee forward, which is very unusual. It definitely hides her calves. To be honest, I think Emily could have a little bit more calf. You notice it in the back pose. Quite a few of the girls, actually. We'll get there in a minute. But I am curious why she rotates the leg forward. And I'm also curious why she has her hand so far over her stomach. Like you don't even see her belly button. That's quite unusual from the way that the pros pose, but I'm sure she's doing it strategically, whether it's to really make this beautiful line in the muscle in her arm show, maybe it's to make the leg look extra curvy, or to maybe create an optical illusion, whether she wants her leg to look bigger or smaller. Either way, it looks very beautiful the way she poses, but it is definitely different in the lineup. Ultimately, I think she's got very beautiful, large, round, full muscles. Her conditioning was really quite nice. You see a lot of oblique. You see that good line coming down, separating and outlining her quad. She's got softness in all the right places, but also some hardness and firmness in some of those lines and details. So I think she looked really beautiful, and it was a fantastic fifth place, and it was nice to see her again. Okay, next is Carly in fourth. Now, Carly to me has more of a sharpness to her look, whereas Emily I would describe very round and curvy. I notice a lot of very bold lines with Carly. She's got a little bit more sharpness in her shoulders, a little bit more of an outline. Her obliques are really chiseled. I really notice that detail in her thigh, right at the top of the quad here. So definitely a little bit more lean, beautiful conditioning. It suits her very well. She looks very beautiful. I love this royal blue suit with that luxuriously dark hair. She looks really good. I do notice with Carly that she keeps her feet quite close together. So that's something in the lineup that draws my attention. The other girls have a bit more space in between their feet. So again, I know that these pros do everything with intention, and she's trying to create that beautiful shape, and you certainly see a gorgeous S curve to her back. I think she's got really nice shape to her glute, though she could have a little bit more roundness right here on this part, the very top. But overall, I think she's got nice conditioning, showing off some beautiful size in her arms, beautiful lat, nice tiny small waist, and just the gorgeous size and detail in her legs. So I think she did a very good job. Oh, really an amazing fourth place for her. All right, next is Kathy in third. Another very unique physique. All of these women are beautiful and they all fit the bikini division, but they're all different and special in their own ways. To me, Kathy looks very tall and her limbs look long. I really notice how long her legs are. Her arms look long. She's got beautiful conditioning. She looks really lean. I notice vascularity in her arms. Her obliques are super chiseled. I do think she could have more roundness to the shoulders. A little bit more of that curviness would be nice. And maybe even by rotating her thumb open so the palm is more towards the front, that might even help to just showcase some of that more rounded shape in the delt. I think she's got nice hamstrings. I wouldn't mind a little bit more curve to the front of her quad. You see it quite nicely on this back leg, but the front leg to me is a bit more straight, though she does have some really beautiful detail in the conditioning down by her knees. So overall, I think she looks really lovely. Another beautiful blue suit. I do wish that the suit fit just a little tiny bit better, but sometimes it's just a matter of like a shift when she was moving. I think she looks bright-eyed, beautiful makeup. I'm really drawn to her gorgeous smile, and overall, I think she does look quite lovely. Okay, next is Brittany in second place. I cannot get over the curve to her back. What an extreme shape she has. Clearly, she has a lot of flexibility, very tremendous posing, really showcasing that glute. She's got a lot of detail coming through. The conditioning is very pronounced. So you've got the beautiful oblique. It kind of curves right into this groove going down her leg, outlining her quad. Gorgeous, absolutely spectacular. And man, what a shape to her glute. Such beautiful curves all the way through. I think she's got a really nice amount of muscle in her hamstrings. She's really showing off her calf muscles here by the way that she's got her knee rotated to the back. I'm super impressed. I think she really stands out simply because of how beautifully she's posing and really showcasing that hourglass physique. I do think compared to our first place winner, she could even have a little bit more size, like in the lats, in the pecs, like kind of this upper body. And I only mean that in comparison to our first place winner, because to me, she looks really quite beautifully balanced and nice proportions on her own frame. I also love the green suit. It looks really nice with her blonde hair. Overall, I think she looks really quite spectacular. But now here's Amy in first place, and wow, she looks amazing. We expect her to look amazing, but what I noticed in particular was just that mass of muscle in her upper body. That's what I mean about like her pecs, her lats, her delts, even her biceps and her triceps. She just looks quite muscular up top, not overly so. Like she fits beautifully in the bikini division, but she doesn't look petite or slight. She looks very full, round, and beautiful shape to her upper body muscles. Then she has this extremely teeny tiny waist, and again, a gorgeous curve to her back, and very substantial glutes. I think you'll notice in the lineup photo, she does have a lot of size to this beautiful glute muscle. She's got lovely legs, really nice size, great curves, and beautiful definition. So you've got detail by the kneecap, detail in the back leg. You've got the groove. She's posing with her knee more straight to the side. I like that. I think it looks really nice on her. You see a nice shape to her calf muscle. You see the hamstring. She's got a good distance between her feet, so you still see enough of that back leg. She's rotated towards the front, so I'm seeing both of her shoulders so beautifully. I think she just looks spectacular. And her makeup is gorgeous. Her eyes, you can even see her eyeshadow color from way over here. Her lips look big and plump and beautiful. She's gorgeous. Okay, so the side by side, wow. Like I said, very unique physiques. Everybody has something different about them that stands out. I do really notice Brittany's conditioning, maybe a touch. She's got to be careful, right? It's still bikini. There still needs to be some softness. I think Emily's conditioning is really nice, right? You see the fullness and the roundness without it being too ribby, too many striations, too many lines. But Amy, man, she really has nice size. She has incredibly large glutes and beautiful hourglass shape. I love Brittany's as well. Everybody, I think, looks really good. Kathy is standing so comfortably, right? Whereas to me, Brittany is really contorted and really showing us those crazy angles. Kathy and Carly, to me, have a little bit more of a upright stance. It just looks easy, natural. Oh, these girls are amazing. Now, from behind, wow. I think Amy really does a good job of having the glute ham tie-ins and the roundness in her legs. That's where it kind of stands out to me next to Brittany. Brittany has a little bit more straightness to the inside, whereas Amy has a little bit more curve. I think Emily beside her has some beautiful curves as well. But Amy's tie-ins look really nice, and her glute size compared to the leg is really nice. But also, man, what a gorgeous upper body. I think she really nails that triangular shape from behind. I notice Brittany's delts as well, very beautiful. I think Emily could have had a little bit less length in her hair, and Carly could have a little less width. Like I'm losing that hourglass shape because of how much hair is covering her back. But man, fabulous top 5. Everybody looks amazing. And now Amy is going to Olympia. So exciting. Okay, so for the Masters division, we have 4 competitors in 40 plus. So in first place, Janine, second, Abby, third, Deborah, and fourth, Stephanie. And you can see the score was quite close between Stephanie and Deborah, but a clear win for Janine. So here's Stephanie in fourth. First of all, her suit is amazing. What a cool color combo. Bright fuchsia with like black. Oh, it looks amazing with her dark hair. I personally would have done a more fuchsia toned lip myself. Maybe I'm too matchy, but I think that would have looked really cool. I think she's got really nice conditioning. Her skin looks beautifully smooth. Her legs look really gorgeous. She's got nice posing. I like that she's way up on her toe. You get a good view of her leg here. I do think she just needs more size, kind of everywhere. She could have more roundness and fullness to the delts. She could have more size in the glute, even a little bit more to the quad. But I think overall she's doing a great job of showcasing off that curve to her back and just beautiful legs. She looks stunning. Okay, next in third is Deborah. Deborah does have tremendous size. I notice that muscle mass in her delts. Absolutely spectacular shape, size. Wow, really cool. Nice lats, a nice smooth curve in her back, very nicely developed large glutes. And what I like in particular is how easy it is to see the groove here. I think her conditioning looks really good. Chiseled oblique, nice flat stomach. I do find that this back shoulder is very hidden. So I would prefer if the hair was off the shoulder and if this shoulder were pulled more forward. I think that would do a really nice job of leveling the shoulders and also allowing us to see that more hourglass shape really pull through. She could also have a little bit more of that curve to the top of her glute, but I'm super impressed with this side view. I think she's got a really nice shape to her glute and beautiful conditioning, all kinds of detail coming through. All right, next in second place is Abby. She looks gorgeous as well. I love her tan. She looks really dark, really rich. Her skin just looks fantastic. She poses a little differently, again, than some of the others in the lineup, a lot more square to the front. And I find that that kind of hides the shape of her glute a little bit. I would like to see a little bit more of that side perspective. But I do find that this is a beautiful shot of her legs. You see some nice sweep to her quad, beautiful conditioning so that there's a nice amount of detail outlining her quad, nice oblique. I think she's got nice muscles in her delts and her arms, so I wouldn't mind if this was just a little less sharp here and a little bit more rounded and full looking. I think this back shoulder looks a little bit more round just because of the fact that it's bent, and this one to me is just a little bit more of a slope. So it's minor little details. I don't know how that would be altered from a posing perspective, but I do think that maybe she could experiment with being a little bit more at an angle, and that might be it. Overall, I think she looks fantastic. She always has beautiful makeup. She's just such a stunningly gorgeous woman. And now in first place is Janine. So Janine has everything I feel that I've said that I would like to see in the others. She kind of just nails all of the points that you need to be a perfect bikini body. She's got round, full shoulders. She's got beautiful posing. She's, slightly angled at a 45 degrees, so you really see this S shape. Her glutes are round all the way from the top of her suit all down to her hamstring. She's got gorgeous conditioning, so you've got a beautiful amount of detail outlining the quad, bit of detail in her hamstring. Her back leg looks gorgeous, right? You've got that detail in the top. Posing beautifully. She keeps her feet a little closer together, but it works because you still see both legs very clearly. She's got a perfectly smooth, flat stomach. Just gorgeous. Her face looks lovely, beautiful hair. I think she looks fantastic. She keeps her hand a little lower than typical. Most girls have their backhand more level with their belly button, but I think it works for her. She's got a beautiful shape coming through. You notice that hourglass. I'm super impressed. All right, so here's the side-by-side. I think you'll notice what I mean about Abby is a lot more square to the front. It kind of hides the shape of her glute, particularly with Janine beside her with so much roundness. Deborah with that beautiful curve. I think you can see what I mean about Deborah's maybe a little too much towards the back. I'm losing this back shoulder. Stephanie, I think, needs to get the hair off and push to the back so that we can see both of those delts a little bit more clearly. To me, Janine just kind of nails it. She nails the posing, and she has the size and the conditioning. So all of those put together, and she looks just fantastic. Now from behind, I'm actually drawn to Abby from behind. I really like the curves in her legs, but Janine has a little bit more tie-in coming through. You see a bit more detail in her hamstrings, and her waist looks super teeny tiny. I'm really quite drawn to Abby. I think she's got beautiful delts. Deborah as well has really beautiful delts, but Janine just really nailed the look from the front, and it was a really beautiful Masters top 5, that's for sure. So that's it for this recap. There are lots more shows coming up in April. Make sure you subscribe. Give me a like if you like this video. Comment below your thoughts and come find me. I'm at turquoisetoffee.wordpress.com and of course on Instagram at turquoisetoffee.